If you sell on Amazon, you undoubtedly have heard the phrase the buy box. So in this video, we're going to do an in-depth analysis of the buy box and what you can do to claim your share of it. Let's start off by talking about what the buy box is. Amazon is determined to make the checkout process as easy as possible for the buyer. They do that by reducing the number of decisions a buyer has to make. That's where the buy box, known on Amazon sometimes as the featured offer, comes into play. It's a method used to streamline the buying process. The buy box or featured offer refers to the white box on the right side of the Amazon product detail page. That's where Amazon customers can quickly and easily add items for purchase in their cart. Amazon's buy box helps solve the problem by clearly showing buyers, many of them in a hurry, what Amazon considers to be the best deal for that specific buyer. And over 90% of purchases on Amazon start by a click of the buy box. So that alone should provide you with the idea of how important this is to Amazon sellers. So how do you win the buy box? Well, there are several determining factors that are going to result in your ability to be part of that featured offer. The first one is the health and performance of your account. And one of the measures that Amazon looks at is your customer service. And in addition to that, they look at the speed in which you ship your items and that arrival time of those items to the buyer. Well, here's the good news. When your items are sold and shipped via FBA, those items are fulfilled by Amazon. Therefore, Amazon determines the speed at which the buyer's items are shipped and received. And in addition to that, Amazon does all the customer service. So we know that that performance and health of your Amazon account is a factor. You're on your way to getting your share of the buy box simply because you are doing FBA for your fulfillment method. The second thing, of course, with FBA is that Amazon promotes what Amazon is doing. One point I want to mention, and that is that sometimes people will look at the buy box and they'll say, well, I thought that I would be eligible, but I don't see my seller account there. Understand that one of the factors that Amazon uses when they show the buy box or featured offer to a buyer is the location or proximity of where that item is in one of Amazon's warehouses. In other words, Amazon knows that it needs to be able to connect the buyer with a fast delivery time if the buyer is a prime buyer. So if you are living in Florida and you're looking to see where you are on the Amazon listing, and the item happens to be located in California, you will probably and most likely see the buy box held by a seller whose item is much closer to you, perhaps in Georgia or Texas or Tennessee or maybe even in Florida. Whereas somebody who's living in California or Nevada would see your item in the buy box because it is in closer proximity to that buyer. With Amazon's ability to deliver same day and next day, they match up where the buyer is located to where the item is located for fastest delivery points. So simply not seeing yourself in the buy box or featured offer doesn't mean that you don't have that opportunity for those people that are in the best location to purchase that item. And the second and most important aspect to you winning the share of the buy box is pricing your items competitively. In today's Amazon world, the only way to do that is with a repricer. The reality is that all of the top sellers on Amazon use some type of technology to change their pricing. Amazon has a free repricer, which we strongly discourage anybody from using. Remember, you get what you pay for, and with Amazon's repricer, your only option is for Amazon to lower your price. It doesn't raise your price or move your price or change your price based on the competition. The Internet Mastery Repricer is the most advanced AI repricer that's ever been created for Amazon sellers. And when you're utilizing the Internet Mastery Repricer, you simply set your minimum and your maximum price, and then you let the technology work its magic. It will move you up, it will move you down, it will increase and decrease your price based on your competition. And it's so simple and easy to use that you can literally set it up and let it do its magic. Now, let's talk for a moment about what happens when you get the dreaded email that your offers are not eligible to be a featured offer. Sometimes we get an email like this and we're not really sure what Amazon is referring to. So I want to just read you what it states in the email itself, and then we can explain. It says, Amazon selects offers to be the featured offer or buy box offer based on what we believe will delight customers, including great prices, availability, and delivery speed. The featured offer is the offer selected when the customer clicks the Add to Cart button on the product detail page. So this is a summary, in essence, of what we were just talking about. Now let's talk about what this means. First, it says Amazon selects offers to be the featured offer or buy box offer based on what we believe will delight customers, including great prices, availability, and delivery speed. This confirms everything that I just shared with you. The location of where you are in comparison to what warehouse that item is shipping to impacts the availability and the delivery speed. In addition, the better the price, the better the opportunity. Now from there, it'll show you items in your Amazon inventory that are not eligible to be a featured offer because Amazon believes they are not priced competitively compared to prices for those products from retailers outside of Amazon. I want to repeat that because a lot of people aren't aware of what this means. What Amazon is saying is that this item that you are selling, and remember, if you're doing wholesale or retail arbitrage, then this item just might be available for sale at another retailer for less than it is on Amazon. That's the whole point of retail arbitrage. But what Amazon is saying is that your price is not competitively compared to prices for those products from retailers outside of Amazon. Now, this doesn't mean that your listing is deactivated. It doesn't mean that your listing isn't available for people to buy. It just means that you would not be featured in Amazon's buy box. And to give you an example, if we take a look at this item that Amazon says in my account is not eligible for a featured offer, we can see that we'll have the price listed at $7.49 and the competitive price is $2.99. Well, all we have to do is take the title of this item, copy it and paste it and put it into Google. And we see immediately that this item comes up as available for Target for $2.99. So if the item is available at Target for $2.99 and Amazon is telling you that you're not eligible for a featured offer opportunity because the retailer has that at a lower price, that's not necessarily a bad thing. That's the whole point of retail arbitrage. Now, keep in mind that that retailer might have the item on sale, clearance, or closeout. And so in any minute, the item could be sold out and no longer available at that competitive price. So my recommendation for you is to ignore these emails. While Amazon is giving you an opportunity to change your price to get the buy box, it isn't necessary. Someone who finds this on Amazon will click the button to the offer listings page to see what's available if they're interested in that item. Now, as a secondary note and not the purpose of this video, if Amazon sends you these emails that tell you that the competitive price is significantly less, this creates an opportunity for you to buy more inventory at a significantly reduced rate. If we're selling this item for $7.49, for example, that's the price we have it currently listed at Amazon. And we could buy this item at Target for $2.99 because Amazon is telling us that we could find it at a lower price. Well, this is another opportunity for you to be doing your product sourcing. Most people will look at this and they'll want to immediately reduce their price because they don't understand what it means. Well, in effect, what it is doing, if you're looking at it the right way, is creating an opportunity for you to find more of this item at a significantly reduced price that you can profit from. Now, when you set up your Internet Mastery Repricer the right way, you're going to set up your minimum and your maximum pricing. Your minimum pricing should be no higher then 5% profit on that item based on your purchase price. So with the Repricer working the way that it does, what it will do is it will lower and raise your price based on competitive items on Amazon. The lower the price on Amazon within your competitive range, the Repricer will lower your price point to be competitive, to give you the opportunity to win that buy box. However, if the price goes up on this item, let's say for whatever reason, the second seller of this item is listed for $10, well, your price would go from $7.49 all the way up to $9.90. So when you're using the Repricer properly and it's moving your prices around, it's fluid. Prices can change on a daily or even an hourly basis. You want to ignore these emails that Amazon sends you. Again, I know that they can be overwhelming or frustrating when Amazon sends an email like this, but ignoring it will make you more money in the long run. You are not forced to lower your price and then sell it for less than you want to. Now, you might not sell as many of them at the higher price if it is available, obviously available at a store like Target, but the reality is that prime buyers, and we're fulfilling FBA here, are not going to be shopping around. They're going to Amazon to look for what they want, and then they're going to purchase it. So when I see an email like this is exciting. This is an opportunity to scroll through and see what does Amazon tell me is being sold at a retailer for less. Now, they're not going to tell you what that retailer is, but again, if you just take the exact title, copy it, and paste it into Google, you will get those results. Look, the reality is that the difference between the most successful and the least successful sellers on Amazon is not that they get your offer is not eligible to be featured emails. It's what they do with the information that determines their level of success. So while there's no guarantee you'll ever win the buy box, let's just do a quick summary. If you want to have the best chances of your item being eligible to be a featured offer, number one, you want to make sure you're using FBA as your fulfillment method. Number two, you want to make sure you're priced competitively, and the best way to do that is to use the Internet Mastery Repricer. And number three is to take the opportunity when you get the emails from Amazon where your items are ineligible to be featured, to use that as a reverse engineering product sourcing opportunity for you to grow your business.